Good evening, everyone. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Marcella Wilson. I am on Facebook, Periscope, and Instagram. Today, I'm on here every day just for a little bit talking about short-term rental properties. So what I do is I help women set up short-term rental properties. So if you want to get your Airbnb up, your vacation rental set up, I am your girl. Okay. So I want to talk to you today. I want to talk to my stargazers today. So let me explain what a stargazer is. Well, let me explain first what a star is, right? I help women with short-term rental properties, right? So I call short-term rentals STRs for short, STR, right? If you kind of say it, it's star, right? STR, if you put an A in it, it's star. So I call the people that I work with, I call my groups, I call the people that work, the people that I help, I call my stars, right? Because we're all working on, boosting our short-term rental property. So I call them stars. Then there's a thing called stargazers. So I call stargazers the people who are interested in setting up an STR or a short-term rental property, but they haven't yet, right? They want to do it. They are thinking about it. They're like, I'm going to do it soon. Those are the people I call my stargazers. They're not stars yet. They're stargazers. They're looking up. They're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to be that. I'm going to do that. I'm planning on doing that. But they just haven't done it yet. And that's cool. I was a stargazer for a while. And then I became a star because, I said that, I actually went ahead and set up my short-term rental properties. And now I have several. All right, so today I'm talking to my stargazers, all those people who are out there thinking about starting or who want to start a short-term rental business. Okay, so, and the reason I want to talk to them today is because I actually have a Facebook group. It's called STR Academy, and please join it. I offer fabulous events, free training, gifts, and all sorts of things like that in my STR Academy. And I'm putting a comment in there so that so that people will do that. But today I'm talking, so I sent out, I had some new members join, and I was asking them, where you are in the process. Do you have short-term rentals already, or yes or no? And a lot of them were like, oh, no, I'm just stargazers. We're not there yet. We're learning. We're gathering information and all of that. So, so I want to talk to the stargazers because you are not there yet. You may be thinking about setting up a short-term rental property. And a lot of people I talked to over the weekend were stargazers as well. Now, if you've been following me, this weekend I went to a business intensive. It was like a conference where I learned about how to, build my business because I didn't go to school for business, right? I went to school for computer science. So I'm always learning and growing and trying to improve. So a lot of people that I talked to at the business and at that conference were stargazers. They were like, hey, we want to get with you later because, we are planning on setting up a Airbnb next year, or, that's my sister wants to set one up. So, we want to, talk to you. And that's great. Stargazers are great. But don't gaze too long. And this is the reason why, because some people are like, yeah, I'm a little hesitant to pull the trigger, and I don't know if I want people sleeping in my house. I mean, I want to do it, but how do people deal with, people sleeping in their house? And um, I got to do a couple of more repairs before I do it. So if you are a stargazer and you are wanting to set up a short-term rental, I advise you to do it as soon as possible. And I have a couple of reasons why. All right. I have my notes here. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes so I don't forget to tell you all the good information. All right. So the first reason why you don't want to wait too long to start a short-term rental is because laws are changing or laws are being created. So, when Airbnb is about 10 years old, but when Airbnbs or short-term rentals first came on the scene, it was like the Wild Wild West. Everybody, as people were doing it, there really wasn't much legislation or laws around it. But when short-term rentals began to become profitable, and in some places, they're more profitable than the hotels. Local, county, state government started to get involved because, they want a piece of the action, a cut of the pie, and they want to make a little bit of money too. So in some areas, like I said, some areas were favorable to short-term rentals and some were not. But most places are open to short-term rentals, but you have to follow the rules, right? And you have to register with the county or you have to buy a permit. Okay, so the reason that I'm saying that if you're thinking about starting a short-term rental property, you have to do it now is because now that Airbnb is going public in 2020, laws are changing around short-term rental properties. So I just read something the other day about Santa Monica, how they're changing the laws, but those people who already have permits are being allowed to keep them, but they're not giving out any more new permits for the time being. So if you want to start a short-term rental property, you need to do it now because, we don't know what's going to happen in the future in the area that you're going to set up your short-term rental. They may say, hey, we're not giving out any more permits. Or they may say that, all the people who are signing up for new permits have to pay, higher rates, right? The people who already have permits are going to be grandfathered in. So if you want to set up a short-term rental property, I would advise you to do it as soon as possible, because if the laws change or get a little bit more restrictive, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to affect you. It's going to affect the new short-term rentals coming in. So you want to get in just in case something changes. Now, it might not, but it might. Some areas, they have been changing in reaction to Airbnb going public. So I would advise you just to get in there now while things are, open. Okay, so another reason why you should start your short-term rental property, whether you want to rent out that spare bedroom or that basement or, your house for the weekend while that big game is happening in your town, the reason you should do it is because on average, the average short-term rental owner earns $1,000 a month. And really, that's why most people are interested in doing this, because they can earn a side income, right? Think for a moment what you can do for an extra $1,000 a month. I want you to take a minute and type in the comments what you would do with an extra $1,000 a month. I'm going to just have a drink while you take a second and type that in the comments. Are you typing something? Also, if you're watching this during the replay, I want you to type replay, hashtag replay, if you're watching the replay, because I like to keep track of who watches live and who watches the replay. So the reason that you want to get into the short-term rental game as soon as possible is because you want to earn extra money, and you can earn at least on average an extra $1,000 a month. So don't delay. You said you were going to do it. Do it so you can start earning that income. And the third reason why you should start to get your short-term rental up, you should stop stargazing and get your short-term rental property up today, is because you said you would. This is something that you want to do, so do it, right? It's the end of the year. If you said, oh, that's something I wanted to do in 2019 and didn't get a chance to do it, well, you still have time. I'm still here to help you. Also, if that's something you said you wanted to do in 2020, you still have time and can get ready to do that as well. So I want to encourage you, if you're a stargazer, if you're kind of like, that's on my list or that's something I want to get to, I would behoove you to do that as soon as possible. One, like I said, because laws can change around short-term rental properties, and they usually don't affect the people who already have short-term rentals. Two, you're missing out on money. Go get your coins. The average short-term rental property owner earns an extra $1,000 a month. What could you do with extra $1,000? What can you do with extra $1,000? What can you do with extra $1,000 a month? So you're missing out on money, and it's Christmas time, and you can charge higher rates during the holidays, so you're missing out on that money. Go get your money. Go get it. Reach out and get it. You're sitting on money, literally, wherever you're staying. You're sitting on money. Go get it. And three, do it because you said you would. It's been on your heart and on your mind. That's something you said you wanted to do. Do it. So, like I said again, I work with stars, right? I help them set up their short-term rental properties. That's something you want to do. I would love to help you get started. I would love to be a part of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link it's in my bio if you're watching on Instagram, Facebook. You can click in the comments. I'll put the link in the comments. And what you can do is it allows you to sign up for a 1-hour strategy session. And you can talk with me. You can tell me what you got going on, your goals, and I can see if I can help you. All right. So that's all I got for you today. I love my stargazers, but I encourage you to just stop gazing at the stars and get out there and set up your short-term rental. And I am always here to help you. All right. Sign up for one of my free strategy sessions, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys know I'm only here for a couple minutes every day, dropping knowledge. If you have any questions, something that you'd like to hear me talk about, post it in the comments, right? And I'll get to it. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day already. 2 weeks till Christmas. Are you ready? I am so not ready. I have not bought one present, but I will. All right. Good night, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.